Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Sun, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming week. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, let's get right into this reading, starting off with some animal oracle messages for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus for this week. What messages do my Aries need to know? What's going on for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week, the next 7 days? Any messages, please, for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus. Hummingbird's trying to come out, so there might be something that you're needing to commit to or return to, something on the daily, some sort of schedule, routine that will help keep you centered, aligned, and kind of just fulfill, replenish your battery if you've been feeling drained or exhausted, or even just to get into a healthy habit or something that will really benefit you, okay? So that was the Hummingbird. It did try to come out, but it didn't. So anyways, messages for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus. Let's get into it. Any messages for Aries? Okay, the Gazelle coming out, fire energy, as well as the shark. So fire and water. So some of you have been really hard on yourselves lately, or with the Gazelle, this talks about something that maybe you've been overly critical on, or like, let's just say that you're an artist, right? And the work you produce, you like it at first, and then you just nitpick it apart to the point where you hate it, to the point where you beat yourself up and become your own block. When you get in your own way, or you start doubting yourself, you start thinking maybe you're not good enough, or you start comparing yourself to others. This is a very anxious kind of energy, so maybe this week you guys have been kind of feeling on the edge of your seat for some reason. Maybe you know why, maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, I don't know why I feel like this. I've just had some off days. Some of you have a reason, some of you already know, like, yeah, that's because maybe I've had an argument with someone, or maybe I'm not on the best terms with someone, or like maybe you're just stressed out due to life circumstances. Maybe there's something that's going on in your personal life that just has you feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit stressed. And so that makes sense why the Hummingbird did try to come out, something that will help keep you centered, grounded, and aligned, because this is the racing mind energy of your mind just going all over the place, stressed out to the max, kind of getting that 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords really in your head, tossing and turning kind of energy you guys might be feeling lately. Or this week coming up, or whenever you come across this, you might be feeling this way. And so if that's the case, it's so important for you guys to just ground yourselves, okay? Get out in nature, get some fresh air, go on a little nature walk, maybe do some meditation practices, or really just practice mindfulness and focusing on your breath. Maybe you're carrying a lot of tension in your body. I don't know if you notice this, but maybe you've been taking shallow breaths. Like, take a nice long deep breath. As you're listening to this right now, just take a nice long deepest breath you've taken all day. Seriously, even me, I don't realize how shallow of breaths I'm taking until I'm actually aware. I'm like, wait a second, I'm like barely breathing, or I'm holding my breath. Let me just recalibrate my breath and take like 10 nice deep long breaths, and I guarantee you'll probably feel a little bit lighter, at least just for this moment, for a good minute. Pause the video, right? Especially for those that are experiencing a lot of anxiety. Pause the video, take a moment, one whole minute, just sit down, shut those thoughts out, just cut out from the rest of the world for just a moment, for yourself. Just focus on your breath, focus on what you can smell. What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you, well, maybe you're closing your eyes. What do you see if you have your eyes open? Things like that. Like, just really get into the present moment, okay? One of the reasons why we experience a lot of anxiety is normally because we're scared about the future, about the unknown, about what's going to happen an hour from now, tomorrow, a year from now, right? And I think it's very important to try to ground yourself and stay in the present moment. And if you're in the past, well, unfortunately, we can't change the past. We can learn from our past experiences. Some of you have just been beating yourself up over things that you can't change, and, you know, I get it. We've all been there, but there's no use beating yourself up over something that you went through. You can't change it. You can only grow from it and learn from it moving forward. Send good energy to your past self, whether this is yourself 10 minutes ago, a year ago. Send good energy to your past self, okay? Your past self is going through it, and every time you look back and you beat yourself up, the past self is feeling that energy from your future self, right? Your future self right now is guiding you. So what I like to do, I said this for a few signs, I never really shared this. I don't know why. I don't know. It never really came up in readings until recently. I'm like, hey, let me share this little nugget, like, because it's really helped me when I've gone through some stressful times. I'm always like praying to my future self, and I'm also sending good energy to my past self, you know, especially if you find yourself stressed out or anxious about something that's coming up, and maybe you're worried about it. Maybe you're finding yourself thinking about all the possibilities and scenarios, and then you end up, you know, then it happens and it turns out it wasn't even as bad as you thought it was going to be, or it turned out to be great, right? And so we stressed ourselves up for something that didn't even happen. So we got ourselves all worked up, all stressed out, all worried, anxious for nothing, right? So what I try to do now when I catch myself finding myself falling back into those patterns is I just remember, okay, my future self is sending me good energy, as well as my past self is sending my future self good energy, right? So me right now, I'm stressed about something for tomorrow. Okay, right now I'm gonna send good energy for my future self, right? And then once that thing happens, I'll also tell myself my future self is sending me good energy to my present self. So then after this thing happens, whatever happens, whether it was good or bad, okay, whatever, it's out of my control. I can only do what I can do. I can control my thoughts. My future self, though, after that experience, I'm going to be sending good energy to my past self. When I think back to what I just went through, I'm sending all good energy. It all worked out. Don't even worry about it. It's going to be okay. You'll get through it. You're over it. Like, you know, always just send good energy to your past self and your future self. I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. So I just want to give you guys a little nugget of advice, just something that I found that has kind of helped me when I get all stressed out or anxious. Like, even, you know, when I look back at some things I've gone through a year ago or 2 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever, I'm always trying to send good energy to my past self, because when I was in the thick of it back then, I had no idea, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to move on from this? How am I going to heal from this? How am I, whatever, right? And so your past self is really needing that support. So instead of beating yourself up over something or nitpicking yourself or being your worst critic, be kind, be gentle, be nice, be nurturing to yourself, okay? You need to be your own best friend. Also, with the Gazelle coming out, this talks about you guys needing to just be in your comforts right now. Be in your comforts. Be in your home, be cozy, get some good food going, have some quiet time to yourself, just have a nice relaxing night. Whenever you come across this, just tonight, have a good night. Go to bed early, maybe run yourself a salt bath, or, you know, light some candles, maybe some incense, and just have a very nice, comforting evening, and you'll probably feel a little bit better, even if it's just a smidge, right? Every little step, every little thing helps. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting from this. Is like, okay, you guys might be kind of feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit antsy. Some of you have been nitpicking yourselves or being your worst critic, and you're needing to be gentle, needing to be kind to yourself, and be your own best friend. Wow, that was a lot that came out from that card, but okay. We also have the Shark. So there is something that's on your mind, and again, whatever's on your mind is causing you to feel very anxious, antsy, stressed. There's a lot on your mind, and man, you need to be honest with yourself, or you need to be honest with someone. Maybe you're needing to discuss something. Maybe I'm noticing I'm really wiggling my toes a lot. It's weird. Some of you may wiggle your toes. I never really. I don't know why I'm noticing this right now. I'm just like really wiggling them. I'm like, yo, like some of you are really anxious. Maybe that's what you do when you're anxious. You like wiggle your toes. What the heck? This is so strange, Aries, but okay, I'm here for it. Back to what I was saying, the Shark. There's something that you're needing to be honest about, whether this is honesty with yourself and having an honest conversation with yourself on whatever it is that is on your mind, because it's like you're trying to ignore it, or maybe you're trying to suppress it or distract yourself, but it's just something's been eating away at you from within, and it's really gonna get to your nerves until you take a look at it. Instead of running away, instead of ignoring it, instead of pretending it's not there, just deal with it now. So then you can feel free from whatever this is. If you need to have a conversation, if you need to be honest with someone, if someone has upset you or hurt you, or if you've upset someone or hurt someone, maybe there's a need to have an honest conversation, okay? Whatever the situation is though, whatever it is that is on your mind that has you anxious, it's going to continue coming up until you face it, okay? And this situation, it calls for honesty. It's time to speak up. It's time to use your voice. I know it can be scary and uncomfortable, but that's how we grow. I think you're really needing to feel your way through the situation too, as this is the water element. And then, of course, these are opposite energies, opposite elements, so needing to bring yourself into balance, okay? You guys are hot and heavy, you know, fire element, you guys are in your element, but maybe you're getting a little bit too hot, almost like a volcano, you're about to explode. Cool down. Cool down. Take a nice deep breath, okay? Get into the present moment. Try not to make any impulsive decisions. But yeah, wow. Aries, what's going on? Let me know in the comments below. Let's pull some tarot messages. Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? What's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, please? Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week coming up? Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days? Any insight, wisdom, guidance? Any messages for Aries? What do they need to know? Any insight into the situation they're dealing with? What they could be going through? Alright. Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? What is this card? Okay. The Fool. Aries energy coming through. See, this card did try to come out, and it was sticking out, and I'm like, okay, it's meant to come out. Normally I let the cards flip out, but I felt really I mean, come on, it was sticking out like this much. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. The Lovers. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And we also, okay, we got 2 extra cards. Emperor reverse and the Devil. Wow, we got a lot of, oh gosh. We have a lot of major arcana, and y'all, we about to enter Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Whew. It's already messing with my speech. I've been struggling a little bit, so I need to slow down. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, 7 of Cups reversed, and the 5 of Wands. So yeah, there could be some conflict going on, perhaps in a relationship, whether this is romantic, friendship, someone that you work with, family, some sort of relationship in your life, okay? Perhaps this could be karmic, perhaps this could be a soulmate, depends on your perspective and how you feel about this person, okay? I'm just saying the possibilities. But there is some sort of decision when it comes to this situation. Now, something about this situation, something about a connection, perhaps where maybe you had a fallout, maybe there's some drama. It's looking like you're going to be getting answers, but something about the situation as a whole just does not look healthy. Now, maybe someone's very self-centered or very self-absorbed or just kind of all about them. I'm also getting the energy with the King of Pentacles reverse is like, again, that ungroundedness, that ungrounded energy, or stubbornness. Maybe someone's very stubborn, like, I'm not going to speak my truth. I'm not going to communicate how I feel. I don't know. Because there's a lot of different energies in this reading. Now, there is something new beginning with the Fool. So there's this new start and needing to take that risk, needing to just say, screw it, I'm gonna jump, because this is opening the door to something new. Yeah, there's just like, there's 2 different energies in this reading. We got this very watery energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we have more of like fire, earthy energy. Perhaps you, Aries, okay? I'm just trying to like translate this right now. Hold on, y'all. I apologize. Just trying to get my thoughts straight and trying to like put the puzzle pieces together to make sense of why these cards came out, and like tying this into the storyline. Okay. Someone maybe is fearful of expressing their feelings or fearful of opening up. That could be part of it, right? Because what happens when they open up about their feelings or open up about how they feel deep down about a situation? Well, it's out of their control. The response, out of their control. Maybe someone has control issues with the Devil. The Devil sometimes can talk about like this obsession, like wanting it to be a certain way, and, you know, I don't know, there's something about, maybe whatever about this connection could be dealing with the Capricorn. We also have Aries as well as Gemini. A little bit of fire, air. Something about this connection is just unhealthy in a way. Someone could be playing mind games or manipulating. It's like when when times are good, it's really good, and then when times are bad, it's like real bad. It's like deep end, like you can't get out, you're stuck in it. It's like quicksand. You can't get out. That's how you feel, or that's how someone feels. That's literally, I just got the imagery of quicksand. Like, you know, you step in it, your foot's stuck. You know how many people have died from being stuck in quicksand? If you don't get out quick enough, you're stuck in it. Okay, so, you know how I was saying with the shark, this talks about needing to be honest about a situation? Needing to speak your truth. Someone's needing to. Whether this is you, Aries, or whether someone's needing to speak the truth to you, you decide who's who. There is some sort of truth coming out. So like I said, there could have been some sort of confliction, drama, argument, something that maybe caused this tension. Maybe someone hurt someone's feelings. You could have hurt someone's feelings. Someone could have hurt your feelings, right? I did say that at the very beginning. And like, again, there could be a bit of this energy of like beating yourself up, or someone could be beating themselves up. Anyway, so with this conflict going on, and for some this could just be conflict from within you. Like maybe this is just some sort of internal battle that you've been struggling with yourself, right? Maybe this isn't in a relationship. Maybe this is literally a lesson that you have to learn, and you're going through that right now. Anyways, Seven of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups, like I said, you have to feel your way through the situation, and needing to speak your truth, or needing to be honest with someone, or being honest with yourself. Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups reversed. Be honest with yourself, be honest with this person, so that you're able to heal and move forward. Otherwise, the longer you ignore a situation, the longer you ignore your feelings, the longer you try to push something away, the more you're just going to feel this confliction, or like this internal battle, or the longer the drama is just going to keep up in a connection. Again, like there's two different groups I'm picking up on. This is either within a connection, you're having a drama, having an argument with someone, and someone's needing to like clear things up or be honest with how they're feeling. Otherwise, this is just like a repetitive, ongoing cycle that's very unhealthy and draining. And then for some, this is within you, like something, like a cycle that you've been on, or feeding into something that's unhealthy. And so it's like you either have the option to grow from this and break away from the devil and see a lot of growth moving forward, or you have the option to repeat and just cause more destruction if you continue to ignore what's in front of you, or ignore these feelings. Like, damn, I wish I don't have time to clarify, y'all. Like, I'm trying not to clarify too much in these weekly readings. If this was a monthly, I'd probably go into it a little bit more. I'm just trying to make sense of this. And so, either way, whatever scenario you're in, someone here is very stubborn, or someone here finds it very difficult to break away from this mentality. Or it's like someone's pride is getting in the way of, like, again, the need to speak up, or the need to be honest. Or even just, like, again, admitting something to yourself. Something that you know deep down you can't ignore, or something that you know you feel, or like you couldn't even admit it because your ego's getting in the way of something. But if you were to just surrender and release that control, Emperor reversed, then this would open up a new door, a new possibility, or a new opportunity. It's like, even if, like, let's just say, for example, you had an argument with someone, right? And someone's very stubborn in their ways. If they could just grow up, mature a little bit, and just own up to maybe where they went wrong, things could be resolved easily. And then it would be a fresh new start. But because someone's so prideful, they don't want to be wrong. And so, like, again, that very stubborn energy, King of Pentacles reversed. It's like my way or the highway. And so this is like a very important lesson for them or you to learn with the Lovers. Right? Because the Lovers, not only does it talk about soulmate, karmic relationships, it talks about even the lessons. And the choice, are you willing to learn this lesson? Are you going to complete this chapter? Or are you just going to repeat yourself? And then for those that you're not dealing with a person, this could just be within yourself. There is something that you could be denying or refusing to accept or admit. And it could be some sort of unhealthy cycle, addictions, tendencies, obsessions that you know isn't good for you. Or for those who have been beating yourself up over something or being overly critical on yourself. Again, there's like this confliction. You're delaying your own progress. And deep down you know that. But it's like some of you don't want to admit it. There's definitely healing that needs to take place. But healing can't take place until you look at whatever this is. Man, and whatever this is, with the fact that we had quite a bit major arcana coming out, this is pretty significant. Did I see what else? I know I looked at the bottom, but is there anything else? Four of Wands. Hierophant. So for some, like I said, for some that are dealing with a person, we also have the Ten of Swords reversed. There was some sort of drama, some sort of ending perhaps, or separation. This was in a relationship commitment. Hierophant, Four of Wands. And again, it's like, it doesn't have to be this way, but because someone's very stubborn, it's like they don't want to admit they were wrong or apologize or just own up to what they did or said. And so I'm almost feeling like this Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups reversed. It's like their action, whoever's stubborn, whoever's refusing to be honest or communicate or own up or apologize, like it's just speaking volumes. And the Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups in reverse, they're like, wow, so this is how it is. I'm seeing things very clearly. I guess I don't matter that much, or you know, something like that, or like that just proves everything. And it's like they could be getting a lot of clarity on something. I don't know. Anything else? I just feel like, and someone could be heavily focused a lot on their career. Let's see, is there like a outcome in this scenario? I don't want to just end it there, because like we're gonna pull some Tikashi messages after, but just for the sake of this reading for you guys, for that are resonating, what is expected in the near future? So something new beginning here with the Fool. It's almost like this reading's kind of backwards in a way, because the Fool's the first card, but it's like maybe there's like a new start, but someone's too stubborn due to their cycles or past ways or behaviors. But if you just looked at what's been holding you back, I don't know, man. Whatever. Is there like possible outcome? What's expected out of the situation based off the current timelines, of course, and free will, because you got your own free will. You decide what you want to do. Okay, what is this? The Moon reversed. Lots of major arcana. Illumination ties back in with that Seven of Cups reversed. So something here is coming to light. We also have a lot of interesting energy coming up. We have obviously the Mercury retrograde. We also have Pluto retrograde. We also have full moon in Sagittarius. It's also a super moon. It's also a blood moon. It's also in an eclipse. Like there's a lot going on in the stars. Okay, moon reversed, Piscean energy. Wow. We also have Three of Pentacles reversed. Expected outcome, or where is this expected to head for Aries regarding the situation? Oh wow, is my deck's not upside down, y'all. I just wanted to check. All these cards came out reversed. For some, this could be in a home situation. Maybe there's like some sort of petty argument going on and someone's very stubborn in their own ways. Or again, it doesn't even have to be like family. It could be a friend. It could be even your partner. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyway, oh, Judgment reversed too? What the hell? These are all reversed, y'all. Lots of major arcana. Again, I think someone's just so stubborn in their ways. Three of Pentacles reversed, refusing to meet each other in the middle. There's just someone's like just dead in their tracks. They're not making any moves. They're very stubborn. And it just speaks a lot of volume of like, well, I guess I didn't matter that much, or like, you know, I guess this is it. You're going to let some argument end all of this for all, like, I don't know, man. What am I saying? My words, y'all, I don't even understand. But yeah, just like someone's just having a battle with their ego. Like someone just refuses to admit they were wrong or apologize or make things right because of they're like, someone's just blocking themselves. I'm just getting a lot of stubborn energy, refusing to understand your point of view, which is actually really interesting. When I was prepping this deck, the hyena did come out, and I was picking up on, like, when I was prepping the deck, all these decks actually, I'm trying to find it, watch it be the last card. I was getting a lot of like stubborn, manipulative, trickstery, my way, the highway, two sides to a story kind of situation. Where is it? Oh my goodness, it might actually be there. Wow, one of the last cards, hyena. Notice in this card we have the moon, and half of it's lit up, half of it's dark, and I felt like the energy of like there's two sides to a story, but there's also the truth. And I just feel like someone's refusing to look at things from your perspective, and that's very like unfair. Or again, vice versa, maybe you're refusing to look at a situation from another person's perspective, which by all means, you do you, it's your life, don't come at me, I'm just the messenger of the cards that are coming through. But it's like, basically, to just summarize this reading, for one group, there could have been some sort of fallout, drama, argument, ending that happened. Maybe it was something over something super small, right? But someone is very stubborn in their ways. It's a very unhealthy kind of mindset, kind of control issues, very just like all about them. They live in their own world. The world revolves around them. Don't come at me. And it's like they refuse to apologize or make things right because in their eyes, they don't see what they did was wrong or hurtful. But it's like, you can't determine how you made me feel. Like, you know, when someone hurts your feelings and you tell them you hurt my feelings, they're like, no, I didn't. It's like, you're not me. You can't tell me my feelings aren't hurt. My feelings are hurt, you know? Like, anyways, it's like this person's just super stubborn, but it's their own thing that they're going through. Like, they're being very prideful, and that's their own kind of lesson that they have to learn. And whoever's on the receiving end of like, hey, you hurt my feelings, are you gonna apologize, right? And the fact that they're not getting that, they're just like, wow, okay, well, this just speaks volumes. This just shows everything. This just shows how much I mean to you. Clearly, not very much. Or that's what they feel, right? Because anyway, so 3 of Pentacles reverse and Judgment reverse. I don't really see this going anywhere, at least for now. At least because this is a weekly reading. I feel like that there could just be a lot of silence, because someone's just too stubborn to meet you in the middle, or vice versa. You could be too stubborn to meet someone in the middle. I don't know your situation. Don't come at me. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I got for you guys. Interesting energy. But yeah, we're gonna just wrap this up with some Tikashi messages. Kind of a little tricky to translate, but I think the message came through. Yeah. Weird. Okay. Well, not weird, but just different. Different energies. Maybe that eclipse energy coming through, just intense. Anyways, Aries, wrapping this up with some Tikashi messages. Any Tikashi messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, we have growth, focus, one more. Okay, and breath. Like I said at the very beginning of the reading, get in tune with your breath. Okay, let's talk about it. So growth. All movement is growth. Acknowledge your growth, and as you do so, you will find your pathway changes and expands. Do not judge it. You have grown beyond old directions, so perhaps you're ready to create something new. Focus. You create more of whatever you focus upon. Be aware of where your thoughts take you, for this is where you're focusing your energy, and this energy flows, turns your thoughts into realities. Focusing does not mean narrowing down your vision, but rather widening your awareness while being sure of your target. And breath. Breathe deeply. Your breath draws life-giving oxygen into your body. When faced with difficulties, remember to breathe. Nothing is ever solved when you hold your breath, which is literally what I was saying at the beginning of the reading. There might be something that you're opposed to. Don't fight it. Allow the flow. Now may be the time to breathe some new life into what you've pushed aside. So, I guess a little bit unrelated to this reading, but to focus on your breath, literally focus breath, as that will help you grow, especially practicing mindfulness and, you know, also choosing your battles carefully if this is really worth your time and energy. If someone is showing you their true colors and they don't want to make things right when they know that they've upset you, well, that just shows who they truly are. And let this eclipse energy do that. Let it highlight who's real, who's not, right? Why would you want people like that in your life in the first place? I know it's hurtful, I know it's bittersweet, but sometimes things like, you know, it can be a blessing in disguise. Maybe not right now, maybe you don't see it right now, but one day you will. But yeah, Aries, so that is what I got for you guys. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.